We have seen Prince Harry saying, doing things that are completely outrageous. We have seen him doing the Megxit, following the tail of his wife, Meghan Markle. We have seen him going to an interview that was watched by millions of people, where he, with all confidence and with all comfort, blasted his own family members and accused them being racist. You might say he didn't say it. Well, taking part in it with your wife means you agreed, you concurred to what your wife has said. Now, you might say, well, those things are outrageous enough, and that Prince Harry perhaps would not do anything more outrageous, and that we can now say, well, it is time to reconcile with his family members. Maybe he will realize his mistake. Maybe we have seen the worst of it, right? But the reality of it is that he is just beginning. What he said and what he did in the past, it is really nothing. They were absolutely nothing. Now, what he is saying right now, so I'm going to be sharing with you this statement that he made in the recent interview with Hoda. And we have seen that some of you may have seen that interview with her. He made a very, very outrageous claim. Basically, he said that, look, the Queen needed to be protected. She needed to be around right people. In other words, he is referring to Prince William and Prince Charles, saying that these are not the right people. The Queen need right people. The Queen need people who can take care of her. And my brother, my father, they are not the right people. They are not doing it enough. I mean, just think about it. You ran away, okay? You ran away from your family members. You ran away from your grandmother, who was at time 90, 92, 93 years old when you ran away. And all of a sudden you come back to her and you tell to this reporter that she was not taken care of, that she is not surrounded by the right people. I mean, how preposterous, how outrageous this can be. And this is exactly what Prince Harry is saying about his own brother and his father, that he is he is telling the whole world that the Queen doesn't have the right people to protect her. Now, one thing I want to also point out, in that same interview, Prince Harry, he said that he is up to saving the whole world and he fears burnout. Now, if you know about his residence, that place, the Montecito, the mansion, is worth 11 million pounds. Sitting in that mansion, in the comfort of it, with your wife, with your kids, you are really saving the world? This is what you are saying? This is exactly what Prince Harry is referring to. That I'm trying to make the whole world a better place for my children. And at the same time, he is sitting in his cozy, luxurious mansion in Montecito, saving the whole world. I mean, can you imagine how delusional he has become? He said that in that interview, in addition to accusing his brother Prince William and Prince Charles of not being good enough to protect the Queen, other thing that he also said, and I also want to point out, which is that a lot of people, they say the name they kept for their daughter Lilibet, it was without the permission of the Queen herself. There are some strong reports, there are strong evidences that suggest they did not consult with the Queen. And given the relationship they had when Lilibet was born, it is very easy, and I think it's fair to say that they did not consult with the Queen. They did not talk to her. They did not ask her about anything. I doubt even they even even mentioned to the Queen about the newborn in the beginning. Maybe they have said it. Oh, by the way, we have a daughter, Grandma. I think this is how it was. But anyways, that's beside the point. Now he's saying that Lilibet, the name Lilibet, people are saying, not he, people are saying this was taken, this name was kept without the permission. Now, can you imagine, he is back to the UK with his wife. He kept the name Lilibet for his daughter, taken from his own grandmother. And the Queen, the grandmother, did not even see the grandchild. This is I mean, how bizarre it is that I want to keep my daughter's name after my grandmother, but my grandmother will never see her. Looks like she may never, because she's 95 5 years old. Are you waiting for her to become 100? When you become grandma 100, you'll be young. Don't worry, we'll bring her. Are you crazy? She is 95. She needs to see the granddaughter right now. I mean, even at the age of 70, 60, we don't expect to live for years, right? She's 95. He kept Lilibet's name, and Lilibet, lo and behold, the grandmother is nowhere around to be found. Naming Lilibet, so that was the another thing that I wanted to mention. Harry, another thing that was noticed in his during his trip to the Invictus game to the UK, the secret visit, and a lot of people are saying, including Dave Udon, he said, Prince Harry looks absolutely unhappy. And I mean, to be honest with you, I said this before, just watch how miserable his life will become with Meghan Markle. And this is showing on his face. This is showing on his attitude, his demeanor, everything right now. You may have noticed, if you have followed Prince Harry when he was a kid, this Prince Harry is completely different. So going back to the first point that I mentioned, which is about his own brother and Prince Charles, they were the only people in his life when he was young who took care of him. The only two people. Nobody took care of him when Prince Harry was a little boy. Now he has Meghan Markle. Now he has in his mind built a very strong brand in US. So now he can lash out at the same people who raised him up, who helped him in every step. This is who Prince Harry has become. Now I don't blame him completely 100%. Obviously we know that Meghan Markle is behind all of this. He's turning against his own family members, now blaming the same people who he should be grateful to. He should always thank William and Charles, saying that my mother wasn't around, you guys took care of me. Instead of showing gratitude, he is trying to actually lash out. He's actually not trying, he's lashing out. So he is trying to at the same time save the whole world from what? From people like him. I think this is what he's trying to do, so that there will be no more ungrateful brothers, ungrateful family members in any household. This is probably the best thing he can do, that he save the world from himself, from people like him. But what can you say? We just hope that Prince Harry will realize it. Whatever he is doing is not right, is not correct, it's morally wrong. He should be grateful, and he should show his daughter to the Queen. New here, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.